Hey guys, Techie Papa here. I'm getting ready to start a new short series. This is going to involve setting up a media PC along with an emulation center that will hook to a TV, and you can play old school retro gaming, and you can watch your movie files or live TV is on something like Kodi. So I have some old PC parts that I got through a trade-in. The PC itself is about about 8 or 9 years old, but the parts were decent from that time period, so they should run pretty good for a media PC. I wanted something that was able to they'll play retro games up to at least I'd say PlayStation 1, maybe PlayStation 2, and I also wanted Kodi to be able to stream 4K videos and decode it and encode it and stuff as needed through my Plex server. So those were kind of my requirements for this. And I also wanted this to remain a fairly cheap build. So the PC itself, I acquired for $150, the parts that I brought in. And that's about what their value is. They might be worth a little bit more on the market today since some of the prices have gone up, especially memory. So it might be worth more, like $200. Though I am going to get a new case for this so it looks a little sleeker in my those center setup. And I'm going to buy a couple little things to go along with it that makes it easy to manage. So I did end up getting a couple items that I'll show here in a few minutes to add to the build. Let's go ahead and take a look at what I currently have, and then we'll look at the couple of things that I went ahead and purchased to fill out the build on this one. Okay, so here are the parts that I got on a recent trade. You can see we have a micro ATX motherboard. Nothing special here, although it does have built-in Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, which was kind of important for the build I'm doing, as it's going to be attached to my TV and I don't have networking LAN over there. And the Bluetooth will be nice if I want to use like a Bluetooth controller like this guy here. Should hook up nicely to this build. This is a Ryzen 3600 chip, so that's plenty of horsepower to run Kodi and to run emulation systems. This guy here, like I said, the computer itself is 8 or 9 years old, but this is actually a really good card from the time. This is a RX 5600 XT. I believe it's a 6 GB graphics card. So this would actually run quite a few games today. I could probably run games on low to medium settings at 1080p, no issues at all. So we might do a little bit of PC gaming on this system as well. But the main build and goal here is to make it work good with Kodi and to work good with Emulation Station and the systems that I'm going to put on there. It has 2 sticks of 8 gig memory, so it's going to have a total of 6 gig, 3200 megahertz DDR4. Storage has been going up in price, and I think this will actually work for the build. I'm going to add an external hard drive to hold all my emulation files that I have. But this will work this is a 64 gig M2 NVMe. This actually came out of a Steam Deck, but I did a little research online. It says that this should work, and really all I need is storage for Windows, for the Kodi install, and for my emulation station system setup install. And I think that's plenty of space for those 3. So we should be good there. I might upgrade that later on. That wouldn't be a hard upgrade to do though. But storage and memory prices have been going through the roof, and I'm not willing to spend upwards of $100 for a 512 gig for a 1 terabyte I'm not ready to spend what the prices are for a 512 or 1 terabyte SSD right now. They've just kind of gone through the roof. Really, if you want a 1 terabyte right now, you're talking close to $100 for a decent one. So these are just the Wi-Fi antenna that come with it. This is just an old power supply that came with the trade-in. It works fine though, and we don't need anything crazy. I think it's 500 watts. These are some things I had laying around my house, but we might end up trying to tie these in as well. I've had this Logitech Harmony Hub and Logitech Harmony Remote kind of just sitting in a cabinet gathering dust. But from the research I've done, they might also work with this system. I don't know if I'll need it because I did end up purchasing a slick little mini keyboard and touchpad setup that will connect to the PC and kind of, it's just slightly bigger than a normal TV remote. So I kind of like that setup. So we'll see. We'll see if we end up messing with this or not with the PC. And then I had this probably from an old build I did. This is just a really generic USB gaming controller. This would work good if we want to play some retro Nintendo games or something. So this kind of gives me all the stuff that we're going to need to get this built and tested. I do have that mini keyboard and touchpad coming and a case. So let's show those next. Okay, so here is the case I ended up going with. I did quite a bit of research. There are other cases that I kind of like the way they look, but the problem I was running into is they didn't have enough room for the full-size graphics card that I have. So the graphics card I have is probably about, I'd say 280 millimeters long. And a lot of the smaller cases that I liked, their max GPU size was about 250 millimeters or even slightly less. So this one ended up being a little bit more money than I wanted to spend, but it's really not that bad. And it actually is kind of a sleek metal frame, which I kind of liked as well. The other thing I was going for here, I'm going to probably see if I can mount this horizontally in my TV setup. Well, just kind of slot it in like the receiver is, like the audio receiver underneath my TV. I'm hoping this will sit on the shelf above. We'll see. This is a little long, but I think it might still fit in there. The other item I purchased was this mini keyboard that I keep mentioning. I did look around. There's some other options out there that I kind of like the look of, but a lot of them were either out of stock or they're not being made anymore. This one has good reviews, and it's a smaller form factor, kind of something I wanted. I didn't want a big full-size keyboard and wireless mouse sitting where the TV in the living room goes. I want this to be easily just kind of set it up on the counter or whatever, and I don't want it taking up a whole lot of space. Plus, this will kind of be nice when people are browsing YouTube or any of the media streaming. They can just kind of use the keyboard here to type in what they're looking for. I like that it has these little media type buttons up here where you can set up a few custom macros probably to go to specific apps. So since I'm tying this into the build I'm going with is going to be a Windows 11 build with emulation station and Kodi on it. So my thought process is some of these macro buttons can be clicked to go straight into those apps. And that's what I'm going to work on, hopefully getting set up in a clean way. So it's real easy, because I've done a couple media PCs in the past, but I didn't set them up easy enough for my family to use it. I mean, I knew how to get around and do some of this stuff, but I want to take the Windows part of it out of play. I don't want you to have to use like the mouse and scroll to the icon to start the apps. I want this to feel like a TV where you can just click one button to pull up an app that you're wanting to use. So that's what I'm going to try to do here. That will be in a future video when we're doing that part of the build. Today I'm going to just work on getting the basic install stuff done. So we'll get Windows on. I don't even have the casing yet. I'm just going to build this on a little test box for now, just to start getting all the drivers installed, get the software downloaded and stuff like that. So I guess what we'll get started with now is just putting all the parts together on the motherboard and getting it up and running, and we'll start installing Windows.
All right, so that's it for this part of the build. This just kind of explained what we're working on, the parts that we're going to be using, and what our plans are going forward. So on the next one, we're going to start building out the software side of things with the parts we already have. So I look forward to you guys watching that one, and we'll see you next time.